Hello, my dear listeners. Today, I want to share a story with you. It is a story that will touch your heart. It's about a young man named Ayan and how he learned one of the most powerful lessons in life, the value of time. So sit back, listen carefully, and remember this story might change the way you look at every second of your day. So, let's start the story. Once upon a time, there was a village. In that village lived a young boy named Ayan. Ayan was kind, he was smart, and he had many dreams in his heart. He wanted to do something big in life. But he had one big problem. He always wasted time. Ayan never did anything on time. Every day he said, I will do it tomorrow. He didn't study properly. He didn't help his father. He didn't learn any new skills. He just passed time doing small things. He thought tomorrow would be better, but tomorrow never came. His mother often said, Son, time is very special. Once it's gone, it never comes back. Use your time before it's too late. But Ayan laughed and said, Don't worry, mummy. I have lots of time. Days turned into weeks turned into months, and months became years. Ayan grew older. He finished school, but he didn't do anything more. His friends were busy with life. Some started jobs, some went to college, some opened shops. But Ayan still woke up late and wasted his time in tea stalls or watching silly videos on his phone. He thought those moments were fun, but deep inside, he felt a little empty. Every evening he would say, I will do something tomorrow. But that tomorrow never came. One evening, Ayan saw his old school friend Rafiq. Rafiq was once a weak student, but now he had a good job in the city. He came in a suit, driving a car, and speaking with confidence. His eyes looked bright, and his words were full of hope. Even the villagers looked at Rafiq with respect and admiration.
Ayan asked, Rafiq, how did you do all this? Rafiq smiled and said, I used my time wisely. When others slept, I studied. When others wasted time, I worked. Time is like gold, Ayan. I didn't waste it. He put his hand on Ayan's shoulder and said, Time is the real teacher, but it teaches with pain. That night, Ayan could not sleep. For the first time, he felt pain inside. He thought about his life, all the time he had lost. He remembered how many times his mother called him, but he ignored her words. He thought about the books he never read and the chances he never took. But still, he said, It's okay, I'll start tomorrow. But that tomorrow never came. Just like before, he kept delaying. Then came a day that changed his life. His father became very sick. The doctor said, He needs good treatment. Take him to the city. It will cost a lot. Ayan had no money, no job, no skill. His hands were empty, and so was his future. In that moment, Ayan felt completely helpless. He ran to neighbors for help, but they had their own problems. He sat beside his father, holding his hand. Tears rolled down his face. His father opened his eyes slowly and whispered, Son, I gave you time. I gave you love. But you never used your time. Now life is asking for answers. Those words felt like arrows hitting his heart. Ayan had no reply, only silence and shame. Those words cut deep into Ayan's heart. He somehow arranged some money and took his father for treatment. But something inside Ayan had broken. He finally saw the truth. Time doesn't wait. Time doesn't forgive. He thought of all the hours he had spent doing nothing while life kept moving forward. He realized that time is the most powerful thing in the world. Once lost, it cannot be bought back, not even with tears or gold. That night, he sat under a tree and looked at the sky. He remembered all the days he wasted, all the dreams he never chased, all the chances he never took. He felt like he was standing at the edge of his old life, ready to step into a new one. He closed his eyes and whispered, "Forgive me, Papa. I was blind." The stars above seemed to say nothing, but they watched him quietly. He looked at the stars and made a promise to himself. "From now on, I will never waste a single second."
He sat there for hours, thinking deeply. The night was silent, but inside him a storm had ended. He felt a strange peace, like he had finally woken up from a long sleep. Tears dried on his cheeks, but hope began to rise in his heart. He didn't know where to start, but he knew he had to start somewhere. The stars slowly faded as the sky turned lighter. Birds began to sing, and the cool breeze touched his face gently. It felt like the whole world was telling him, "You still have time. Use it well." He stood up, took a deep breath, and walked back home with new strength. That night was not just an ending, it was a beginning.
The next morning, he woke up early, before the sun. He started learning new skills. He found a part-time job. He watched useful videos online. He read books. He asked questions. He worked hard. Every day, he made a to-do list and finished it before sunset. He wrote a small note on his wall. "Time is life." Even when he was tired, he reminded himself of his father's weak voice in that hospital bed. Each day became a small step forward, and every small step mattered. Some people laughed at him. They said, "Now you want to change? Isn't it too late?" But Ayan smiled and kept going. He didn't answer with words, he answered with actions. He knew that actions speak louder than regrets. And this time, he was not going to stop. He had wasted years, but he was not going to waste another minute. He had finally found his direction, and that made him unstoppable. Slowly, things changed. His efforts started to show results. He began earning. He helped his family. Step by step, he built his future with his own hands. The same villagers who once ignored him now praised him. Even his mother's eyes filled with pride whenever she looked at him. One day, a small boy from the village came to him and asked, "Brother Ayan, what is your secret?" Ayan looked at the boy and said with a gentle smile, "I lost time once. I will never lose it again. Time is more valuable than money or gold. Use it before it's gone. Every second counts, my brother." Moral of the story:
Time is like a river. It only flows forward. Once it's gone, it never returns. You can earn money again. You can build a house again. But you cannot bring back even one lost moment. So don't wait for the perfect day. The perfect time is now. Start small. Start today. But start before time leaves you behind. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to begin. Even one good habit can change the course of your life. So value your time. Use it wisely.